Hey there, welcome to my channel. My name is Darkrast, and today I'm going to show you the Gamecube collection that I just inherited from my good friend Cory. Alright, here's an overview of the system, games, and controllers, and then the close-up of the system itself, which is in great condition. I don't really know why they put a handle on here, maybe in order to use it as a weapon. No, just kidding. It's probably in order to just increase portability of the system, which is very sturdy if you grab it by the handle. Quick look at the back, and here's a reminder of how tiny the GameCube discs are. One of my favorite things is just seeing these small discs. Here's it compared to a regular CD, PlayStation 3 game, so yeah. So he hooked me up with about 14 games. Well, not about, it's 14 games. I actually found a game hidden inside of the case of another game, which was kind of cool. Spider-Man just randomly showed up, so yeah, a little extra surprise there. But I'd say that my favorites out of all these, just before we get into them, is X-Men Legends and Mario Kart Double Dash. In my opinion, one of the best Mario Karts ever made. Alright, starting things off with a couple Lego games. Got Star Wars 1 and 2. These are great shelf fillers. Always love the Lego games. Super fun. Have a copy of Dead to Rights. Madagascar, another family-friendly game. Lord of the Rings are, pretty good. And Call of Duty 2, which I would say isn't probably the best for GameCube. Probably plays better on other systems, but pretty neat grab. And then we got this big stack of good stuff right here. Got a Resident Evil 0, copy of Resident Evil 4, very good game. Really enjoyed that on the Wii. Haven't played it on the GameCube yet. X-Men Legends, which was actually my favorite out of the batch just because the gameplay, I think they're called brawlers, but these are super fun to play with friends. Tony Hawk's Underground, another one that's maybe not best suited for GameCube, but a good score. I love the Tony Hawk games, but they are better to play on the PlayStation. And Mortal Kombat Deception, all of the Mortal Kombat games rock. And a Sonic Mega Collection with 7 hits on there. This is such a cool collection, especially since I'm still waiting on that Sega Genesis cord. This might tide me over until I'm able to play the actual games. And Mario Kart Double Dash Legendary has 2 discs, like a lot of these games do, because those discs are just so small, and the first party memory cards do fit in that slot, but that one didn't. Getting into the controllers, here's the first party controller, Nintendo GameCube. You only have the 1 shoulder button there, 2 triggers. This controller's in really good shape, so I was happy to see that because mostly I'm going to be playing by myself. And the Mad Catz controller is good for player 2. The A button was a little bit mushy, but it'll do the job for play until I can score another one. Now in my previous video with the Sega Genesis, I had a ton of booklets to show off, but this time only 6 of the games came with booklets because the majority of them looks like they were bought from GameStop. So they were secondhand, which the more hands that these games pass through, the harder it is to have everything intact. But nonetheless, let's show a couple of those booklets off. Alright, one of my favorite things to do, look at the booklets because they are no longer available. The Sonic booklet had tons of information inside of it because there's 7 games on that disc. I really like the Tony Hawk Underground. I remember playing this and actually going through the booklet because it has a big list, as you'll see here in a second, of all of the professional skaters, at least the big ones at the time. And so it was almost like seeing mug shots of all of them. You could go through and read their stances, see where they're from, and kind of just see how many people don't like to smile for the camera, honestly. But yeah, these booklets were great. They had tons of information about how to play. This Resident Evil 4 booklet was probably the best one. It's in excellent condition, very colorful. A lot of information in here, obviously, of how to play, just what your control scheme is, and I love the art style. Every instruction manual has the potential to just add value to your play experience by showing off just different details, different artistic things they wanted to throw in there, and If I'm being honest, I like to look at an instruction manual to see how to play something rather than trying to figure out with Google what the buttons I need to press are for different menus and action commands. So yeah, hopefully we see the return of the instruction booklet someday. Hey, thank you so much for watching this video. I'm having a ton of fun going back through and trying to collect some of these older games and systems, and although this is the very beginning of it, there's plenty more to come in the future. So if you liked today's video, be sure to subscribe, and I'll see you around. Finger guns never go out of style. With snap.